All right, guys. So yesterday what we did was the majority of the budget program. And what we want to do today is finish off with a concept called absolute addressing. And here's what we're going to do. In this spot right here, what we're going to do is work out like a fraction or a percentage of how much we spent in terms of the total expenses, this number, divided by that number. All right, so basically when you'd work out the formula, you would go equal sign, and the 2,365 is at B15, and we're going to divide it by H2. So that looks pretty straightforward. You press enter and you get 0.197, so that's like 19%. So what that means is in January you spent about 19% of the total amount that you made for the entire year. So using the ideas that we have been doing for the last couple of days, all we would need to do now is just drag that across and let go, and we're getting errors. Right? So here's the problem. When we did the stuff yesterday, we did something called relative addressing, which means we would work out a formula, and then the next one would just shift over. If it was on B, then it would be C. If it was on C, it would be D. But look at this. When I'm over this one, look at the formula. C15 divided by I2. Well, what's in I2? Nothing. And then this one here says D15, which is right, divided by J2. There's nothing in J2. All right. Basically, we want this number all the time. The other ones, the top numbers, can change. The C15, the D15, whatever. But this number has to be rock solid. So this is a new kind of thing called absolute addressing. Here's what you do. You basically do the first part like you did before. You say B15 divided by, but now you put $H, $2, and you press enter. You still get the same answer for that. But now when you drag it across, you're going to get actual answers for all the rest of them. All right, and look what happens here. When I click on this one right here, it's C15 divided by H2. It's D15 divided by H2. So the H2 always stays set. It doesn't change. Okay, so that's called absolute addressing. And I guess to finish up, when you do a nice spreadsheet, what you want to do is fancy it up and maybe make it look a little bit prettier. So you can basically highlight it all as far as you want. Let's just say I want to do that part and make it look nice. I guess you could right-click and format the cells and change the font. All right, you could change the border pattern. You could change the pattern of the background. You could do a number of things, but there's an easier way. All right. So instead of changing all of these different things, what you can do is use some pre-made format. So if you click up here where it says Format, Auto Format, they've designed some set ones, and all you do is you press OK, and instantly you've got something formatted. Now, if you see these little number signs here because it sort of modified it, you can just double-click here to stretch these out so that it looks nicer, and you see the number signs disappearing. Go back to what they used to be. Okay, so that's called an auto format. Last idea today on the simple lesson that I'm doing is sorting. So let's say we wanted to sort this information. This is a file called Timely that's on your sharing folder. And I wanted to sort them by the amount of money people made, but I wanted to go from smallest amount to the largest amount. Basically what I would do is highlight, like I just did, the section that I want to sort, and then I would go to Data, Sort, and you can sort by a number of different things. I want to sort by salary, all right, and I want to sort it descending or ascending, all right, and in this particular case I want to do ascending, and then you press OK, and everything's switched. Now it's important to realize that you just don't highlight the one column, because if you just highlighted the one column, it would sort those, but then the rest of the other things that are related to it would not get rearranged in the proper order. Okay, so that's called sorting.